2024 just might have been the most remarkable year for music in the 2020s so far, with a wealth of incredible releases from both emerging and established artists. Paired with the creative hunger from the post-pandemic wave, we listeners were undeniably spoiled. But with so many standout albums, which ones captured my heart the most? Let's dive in. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the No Skip Show. I'm your host, Travis Platt, and it is time for my favorite part of the year. Today we are talking about my favorite albums of 2024. If you like talking about albums, alternative music, or anything like that, why don't you check out the No Skip Show? Here we promise to give the best of the underground, from rock to metal to alternative to anything under that umbrella. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to keep the record spinning. And make sure to comment below your favorite album of 2024. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into some rules and regulations. Before jumping into the list itself, let's go over some ground rules. My rankings are based on three major criteria: my personal enjoyment of the album and its tracks, the overall pacing and listenability of the record, and its impact on its respective genre. For eligibility, any album released between January 1st and December 31st qualifies. I always release these videos a bit later to make sure that every release gets considered. And studio albums only. No live albums, deluxe editions, or compilations. Now that we've cleared that up, let's kick things off with some honorable mentions. After a decade of emotionally raw performances across the globe, Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties, led by Dan Campbell of the Wonder Years, released their third and most compelling album yet. This deeply personal record explores themes of nostalgia and unprocessed trauma, with tracks like Monongahela Park and Paying Bills at the End of the World standing out as emotionally gripping highlights. Blending emo, folk, Americana, and even touches of country, this album delivers a resonant, tear-jerking experience for listeners who are ready for a cathartic cry. The rise of Pittsburgh's metallic hardcore powerhouse 156 Silence has been nothing short of inspiring. From their DIY beginnings to becoming a focal point in the online metal community, this band has hit a new high with people watching. The record is an unrelenting storm of heavy riffs and crushing energy, as showcased by tracks like Character Development and Better Written Villain, the latter featuring a music video that I had the honor of being a part of. Vocalist Jack Murray's versatility is also on display in product placement, a track that seamlessly merges post-hardcore elements into their brutal sound. If you're searching for top-tier heavy music from 2024, look no further than this album, because it kicks major ass. Well, technically a mixtape of unreleased tracks, if Scrapyard counted as a studio album, it easily may have been one of the best. Quadeca's creative genre blending shines through as he fuses rap, shoegaze, noise pop, and emo rap into a sound that is uniquely his own. Tracks like Guess Who and I Make It Look Effortless show off his energy, while emotional cuts like Easier and Pretty Privilege reveal his depth. There's even moments that are fully acoustic, like my personal favorite track, Guide Dog, which may be my favorite Quadeca song of all time. There's also some standout collaborations on this mixtape, including A La Carte featuring the hyperpop luminary Breakins, and Texas Blue featuring former Brockhampton member Kevin Abstract. If this is what Quadeca considers scraps, I cannot wait to see what full project he creates next. Alright, with the honorable mentions out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the top 20. California's See You Space Cowboy have continuously evolved their sound, and Coup de Grace is their most complete effort yet, channeling the dramatic flair of early Panic at the Disco and blending it with aggressive 2000s post-hardcore. This album is packed with unforgettable hooks. Tracks like Red Wine and Disconnect and Silhouettes in Motion highlight the band's knack for catchy yet intricate songwriting. while Connie's piercing screams on lubricant like kerosene cement her status as a vocal force in the scene. This theatrical yet razor-sharp album positions the band as a potential breakout act in 2025.
It's a motherfucking bitty party, put your hands up now if you feel it lonely, it's a nothing nowhere type of night.
A pioneer of East Coast emo rap, Nothing Nowhere's 2024 output was nothing short of prolific, with 4 albums released throughout the year. While Hell or High Water showcased his experimentation with country influences, the first album, Dark Magic, marked a return to his emo rap roots. Tracks like Toonchi, Pity Party, and New Emotion bring back his signature introspective lyricism, while others like Bad Luck and the title track add depth and variety. Midway through, the album introduces a darker, Suicide Boys-inspired vibe, demonstrating his versatility. It's a testament to his ability to innovate while staying true to his core sound. And even if not every moment on this album is necessarily for you, I think anyone will find a handful of tracks to love.
The kind of courage you can get when you're faithful or wasted.
I've made it no secret how much I admire the Philadelphia emo group Carly Cosgrove. Since their arrival on the scene, they've consistently delivered top-tier emo punk reminiscent of Philly legends like the Wonder Years, Modern Baseball, and the Medzingers. However, Carly Cosgrove brings a modern twist to their storytelling, perfectly aligning with the clever way of fifth wave emo. I adored their 2022 debut See You in Chemistry, and with The Cleanest of Houses Are Empty, they've not only maintained their consistency, but have enhanced it with sing-along worthy tracks like You Old Dog and Fluff My Pillow. The slower, introspective songs in the second half of the record, such as The Impact of This Exit and North Star Bar, tackle themes of existentialism and self-reflection. Lucas Naylor's heartfelt vocal delivery shines, pulling you into every emotion. The vulnerability and deeply personal lyrics continue to resonate, making this album another triumph in their discography. A rising star in hyperpop since his breakout EP Cypress Grove at just 15 years old, Glaive has spent the last few years exploring his sound. Now 20, the North Carolina native seems to have truly found his footing with his sophomore album, May It Never Falter. This record blends internet-fueled rap with the emo folk influences of his early work, creating something uniquely his own. Tracks like Forgotten Country and I Know showcase his emotional depth, while rap-heavy songs like Freudian and Count It Up highlight his versatility. The slower acoustic ballads, particularly Joel, and the rock-leaning live and direct are also standout moments. Glaive's ability to fuse multiple genres and make them cohesive is a testament to his growth as an artist. With so much potential and such a promising start to his career, Glaive's future looks incredibly bright. Australian metalcore giants Make Them Suffer return after 4 years with their self-titled album, marking their first release with clean vocalist and keyboardist Alex Reed. This record pushes the boundaries of modern metalcore, incorporating industrial and electronic elements alongside their trademark aggression. Tracks like Oscillator and Epitaph are powerful examples of their innovative sound, while fan favorites like Doom Switch and Ghost of Me showcase the band's emotional depth and technical prowess. Sean Hermanis's brutal screams paired with Alex's melodic cleans strike a perfect balance, and the album's production, helmed by Henrik Udd, elevates the entire experience. This is a landmark release for the band, setting them as a key player in the future of the genre. Washington, D.C. duo Origami Angel have become synonymous with fifth wave emo, known for their infectious hooks, hopeful yet vulnerable lyrics, and chaotic instrumentation. With Feeling Not Found, the band delivers their boldest and most ambitious effort since 2019's Somewhere City. This record seamlessly blends Midwest emo, pop punk, indie rock, and hardcore, as heard on the dynamic opener Dirty Mirror Selfie. Across its 40-minute runtime, highlights like HM7 Waterfall, Where Blue Light Blooms, and Viral. Meanwhile, tracks like Fruit Wine and Sixth Sense dive into the struggles of being a full-time musician. Origami Angel's unapologetic approach and creative risks have solidified their place at the forefront of the genre, and with Feeling Not Found standing out as one of their most replayable releases. When diving into Foxing's self-titled album, the best advice is to sit down and let it fully envelop you. This St. Louis band has evolved far beyond their 2014 breakout The Albatross, embracing art rock, noise rock, and hardcore influences to create an intensely emotional listening experience. The album's polarizing opener, Secret History, and single Greyhound set the stage for a journey that oscillates between raw anger, as on the Scram's Heavy Hell 99, and ethereal melancholy, as seen on Hall of Frozen Heads and the closer Crybaby. Foxing's ability to create music that feels both crushingly heavy and hauntingly beautiful makes this album a standout in their catalog and a testament to their artistic growth. Makari's unique blend of swancore, alternative rock, and pop punk reaches new heights with Wave Machine. This marks their second full-length album and the first in 6 years, featuring the extraordinary vocals of Andy Cizek. Tracks like Eternity Leave, Contigo, and Breakers deliver catchy yet emotionally rich moments, while standout bass lines on Gold Palace Kingdom and intense screams on Soul Stealer highlight the band's versatility. The closing ballad, And Now We Sleep in Endless Ocean, tugs at the heartstrings, offering a poignant end to an album that perfectly captures Makari's infectious energy. With Wave Machine, Makari reasserts their place in the modern swancore scene. Jack K's double album, Deadbeat, is his most personal and complete work to date. Split into 2 discs, the first delves into themes of self-destruction and addiction, with raw tracks like Blow It and Get a Job reflecting Jack's struggles. The second disc shifts towards growth and redemption, as heard in heartfelt tracks like Tether, My Promise, and Everything We Know. Jack's unique blend of emo rap, folk punk, and alt pop creates an intimate narrative that feels like an open diary. With Deadbeat, Jack Case continues to wear his heart on his sleeve, crafting music that is both deeply personal and universally resonant. Swedish metalcore band Imminence delivers their most theatrical and expansive work yet with the black, blending heavy guitars and brutal screams with haunting violin arrangements. The album creates a cinematic atmosphere. Tracks like Desolation and Heaven Shall Burn showcase their ability to balance aggression and melody, while Death by a Thousand Cuts and the title track channel the emotional intensity of 2010's metalcore pioneers, such as Architects. Produced by Henrik Udd, this record is layered with intricate details that reward repeated listens. With the black, Imminence proves they are ready to take their place among metalcore's elite. If you like what you're seeing so far, why don't you subscribe to the No Skip Show? We are a fully DIY channel who actually cares about this kind of music. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to keep the record spinning, as well as check the pinned comment and the description on how to stay up to date with us on all social media. We post content every single day. And if you really like what we're doing and would like to help support us financially, we are accepting members, and that includes direct input and inclusion of your thoughts into any No Skip video. So make sure to check the description on how to become a member. Now let's jump right back into the video. Australian melodic hardcore band Bloom had an immensely successful 2024. First signing with Pure Noise Records, then opening for hard rock giants Bad Omens, and doing their first US tour with Miss May I. And they also released their debut full-length album, Maybe in Another Life. Combining hardcore, metalcore, and emo, this record evokes the ferocity of early Underoath and The Devil Wears Prada with the polish of modern metal. Tracks like Siren Song and Bound to Your Whispers are packed with emotional aggression, while slower moments like You and I and Fragments of a Dream deliver soaring choruses and atmospheric guitars, the later being my favorite song on the record. The album's raw intensity and heartfelt lyricism make it a standout in the genre. Bloom have firmly established themselves as a force to be reckoned with within melodic hardcore, and it completely resonates with me. Bloom have proven that they are here to stay with a short yet sweet display of who they are.
Where do you go then? Hate to see you get so
Few emo bands have shaped my music taste quite like Balance and Composure. This Pennsylvania group has been a standout in the emo gaze and melodic hardcore scene since their formation over 15 years ago. Their return after an 8-year hiatus, With You in Spirit, is nothing short of awe-inspiring. The album is a masterful blend of emo, psychedelic rock, shoegaze, grunge, and post-rock, creating whimsical and melancholic atmospheres. Singles like Cross to Bear and Believe the Hype set the tone for a deeply emotional record. Standouts like Any Means, the haunting opener Restless, and Leadfoot seamlessly blend every era of the band. With punchy guitar work and themes of sorrow, the record replaces youthful angst with mature, weighty emotion. This 10-song, 37-minute masterpiece reaffirms Balance and Composure's position as one of the most impactful emo bands of our generation. This album topped so many people's lists, and for good reason. But for me, it stands in the top 10, so that's where it is here. 2024 was a stellar year for music, and Knocked Loose undeniably dominated heavy music. With their third full-length album, You Won't Go Before You're Supposed To, the Kentucky-based band has cemented their place as possibly the biggest hardcore act in history. Since their debut Laugh Tracks in 2016, Knocked Loose has built a distinct blend of hardcore, metalcore, grindcore, beatdown, and beyond. This album has served as a launching point for both the band and the genre. Breakout single Suffocate, complete with a Latin-flavored breakdown, even found its way onto Jimmy Kimmel Live. Tackling themes of religion and mortality, tracks like Blinding Faith and Don't Reach For Me deliver gut-punching moments. Across its 27-minute runtime, this furious, chaotic album challenges songwriting conventions and exceeds every expectation. With horror-laden aggression and intense energy, Knocked Loose has shattered boundaries for hardcore and heavy music as a whole. When it comes to pop-punk royalty, the story so far is undoubtedly among the all-time greats. Since their 2011 debut Under Soil and Dirt, they've carried the torch for 2010's pop-punk with timeless hits and albums. Their fifth release, I Want to Disappear, marks their first album in 6 years and showcases a seamless blend of their previous sounds. Thunderous openers All This Time and Watch You Go highlight Parker Cannon's emotive vocal delivery, while tracks like Letterman and Big Blind lean into infectious indie melodies. The album's emotional depth is revealed in its vulnerable closers, White Shores, and the title track, showing Cannon's growth as a vocalist. The band's near-flawless 5-album run proves that they are one of the greatest pop-punk bands in history, doing something that not even giants like Blink-182 or Fall Out Boy could achieve. It's time that this California group gets the recognition and the flowers that they truly deserve, because this album is amazing. 2024 turns Swancore on its head, with Andrew Wells stepping in as the lead vocalist for Dance Gavin Dance. However, his longtime project Eidola delivered one of their best efforts yet, Eviscerate. The first in a planned 2-part series is a darker, more aggressive record than their previous work, tackling themes of existentialism, pessimism, and spirituality. The album captures the raw emotions of the past few years. Tracks like Fistful of Hornets and God Takes Away Everything showcase the band's shift towards progressive metalcore, while He Who Pulls the Strings Ties the Knot delves into spiritual disillusionment. Infectious singles like Who of You Will Persevere and No Weapon Form Shall Prosper display Wells' vocal prowess and will surely please longtime fans of the band. This album is a bold evolution for Eidola, and with their follow-up Men slated for release in January of 2025, they're set to push boundaries even further.
No, I'm not in heaven yet, but it's a better hell than you.
Bilmuri has long been a fan favorite here on the channel, but 2024 saw Johnny Frank's project take a massive leap forward. American Motorsports fuses his signature swancore, pop rock, and alternative styles with a surprising dose of country. This unexpected twist delivers massive hooks and undeniable choruses. Singles like Empty Handed and Better Hell bring a southern twang to the familiar Bilmuri sound, complete with banjo and driving riffs. Tracks like 2016 Cavaliers and Talkin' to Your Ghost balance nostalgia with innovation, while Spinning You Around leans fully into a country rock vibe. At 10 songs in 28 minutes, this album packs a punch, blending genres and expanding Bilmuri's reach even beyond his roots in Attack Attack. This is the band to watch in 2025, and after opening for Sleep Token in 2024 and selling out major venues in the beginning of 2025, it is the year that Murray takes over. The metallic hardcore scene has seen explosive growth, with bands like Knocked Loose and Kublai Khan leading the charge. However, Boundaries' Death is Little More stands out as 2024's most underrated gem. The Connecticut band's 12-track, 33-minute album is a ferocious display of aggression and heaviness, from the opener turning hate into rage to the devastating Scars on a Soul. The record offers unrelenting brutality. Easily Erased is a highlight, with its massive 2000s-inspired chorus, and tracks like Blame's Burden and Blood-Soaked Salvation bring additional depth with their intricate features. Boundaries have set the bar high for metallic hardcore, and their breakout year hints at an even bigger 2025.
And I'm screaming my lungs out. Please stay with me.
Corey Wells touched me with his 2019 debut album, The Way We Are, bringing distinct memories of feeling lost in life. Listening on repeat while being stuck in New England for New Year's Eve 2019, feeling unsure of what life would look like. And at 20 years old in an unhappy relationship, I resonated with the feeling of helplessness. But now 5 years later, we finally get his second album, Harboring the Hurt I've Caused, and being 25 now and in a totally different stage of life, this album hits me just as hard as his first. Harboring the Hurt I've Caused offers a reflective and raw exploration of relationships, personal growth, and healing. Combining emo, post-hardcore, and folk influences, Wells tackles themes of accountability and regret with brutal honesty. Tracks like Empty and the title song confront past mistakes head-on, while Breathe Again and Long Long Time offer hope for the future. Wells' songwriting remains deeply personal, making this album a perfect soundtrack for self-reflection.
The stars before they all ignite. Let me take your hand, let us both take flight.
Progressive post-hardcore continues to evolve, and Galleons is leading the charge. Their 15-track, 58-minute album, Violent Delights, is a technical masterpiece, blending intricate instrumentation with soaring vocals. Standouts like You Who Swallowed a Falling Star and the title track showcase the band's pristine production and dynamic range. And other favorites, including Vagabond and Kiss the Sky, really show where post-hardcore could grow to in the next 5 years, being a futuristic sound with unimaginable expertise of instruments. This album also has features from Craig Owens, Ryo Kinoshita, and Andrew Wells. The album offers rich variation. From swancore staples to genre-defining moments, Galleons have crafted a record that feels timeless, pushing the boundaries of modern music. And with 2 tracks already released since the album that even top this record, I cannot wait for the future of Galleons. And for my favorite album of the year, my top 2 are basically tied, but just one barely tops the other. Topping my list is All You Embrace by One Step Closer. This Pennsylvania band has offered a genre-defying mix of melodic hardcore, emo, and pop punk. From the hometown tribute Giants Despair being my favorite song of 2024, to soaring choruses on Orange Leaf and Blur My Memory, every track feels distinct. Leap Years is the perfect song to get into the band, featuring all sides, including hardcore-infused verses and a 2010s-inspired pop-punk chorus. The 11-song, 32-minute album captures a timeless sound that could resonate across decades. One Step Closer has exceeded all expectations, solidifying their place as one of the most exciting bands in modern hardcore. And that's it. That is all of my favorite albums from 2024. Make sure to comment below your favorite album of the year, and make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to keep the record spinning, and comment below your favorite album of 2024. That's all my time here, so thanks for watching, and happy listening.